He say, she say, leads to a conflict. She say that she never get acknowledged. He say that he just to accomplish. He say, she say, hey, watch what they say. He say, she say, leads to a conflict. She say that she never get acknowledged. He say that he just to accomplish. He say, she say, hey, watch what they say. Hey, when we started, all we had was us. I looked all around the world trying to find trust. She my everything, my true crush. It gotta be love, it can't be lust. It's been a long time since we done touched. When I hit your line, you never pick it up. At the dinner table, they discussing us. I hope they close their mouth now and zip it up. It's been a minute now since we could chill. Trying to live, trying to build. Dust myself off, trying to polish my skills. I know they piling up, but I done paid the bill. She ran across my mind on yesterday. She's so sweet like Chardonnay. My thoughts play back like replay. Never listen to the he say, she say. He say, she say, leads to a conflict. She say that she never get acknowledged. He say that he just to accomplish. He say, she say, hey, watch what they say. Hey, he say, she say, leads to a conflict. She say that she never get acknowledged. He say that he just to accomplish. He say, she say, hey, watch what they say. Hey, I see white sands when I think of her. Reflection in the bottom of the hot tub. Walks on the beach is a must. I know I dropped the ball, I'm trying to pick it up. See matching cars, peanut butter guts. A house on the hill designed for us. Doormat says, in God we trust. When I'm writing this letter on my tour bus. When the work is done, I'm running back to you to do all the things that we're trying to do. You know what I like soul food. Love healthy for the body like tofu. I'll acknowledge you and appreciate. Come for you when we consummate. Hold hands in the crowd while the haters hate. Sign hugs and kisses, your soulmate. He say, she say, leads to a conflict. She say that she never get acknowledged. He say that he just to accomplish. He say, she say, hey, watch what they say. Hey, he say, she say, leads to a conflict. She say that she never get acknowledged. He say that he just to accomplish. He say, she say, hey, watch what they say. Hey.
Girl Raina Phoenix, and today we, want to discuss a few things that might make you rattle a little bit. We want to get some clarity and some understanding going on. I got Danny Lauren.
What
Hi.
up,
Hey, how you doing today?
I am good. So blessed to be here with you today.
We're glad to hear it. And we got Alan Gates.
Hey, you know how G do it?
That's right. So y'all heard that. We will be back. I want to know disrespect.
Disrespect.
What is it really? You know what I'm saying?
What is disrespect?
What is it to you disrespectful coming from the other gender? Because, men always feel women are disrespectful and vice versa. Women feel men are disrespectful. So I want y'all to ponder on that just a little bit. And we'll be right back, just to give you answers.
It's going to be spicy, y'all.
Yeah.
Jump down and make the beat so you know this bitch retarded.
I'm coming home. Cause mama, I've been doing wrong. I'm coming home. Cause mama, I've been doing wrong. I'm coming home. Cause mama, I've been doing wrong. I've been doing wrong. I'm coming home, oh Lord, I'm coming home, oh Lord, I've been doing wrong. I've been doing wrong. Look, brother, what they told me, I tried until I realized even brothers lie. I try to keep it real with anything I do or say. I know my mouth foul, but shit, it's gonna be this way. Take everything I have, you never get the gift. My feet dangle from the moon, don't think nobody's hot as this. Repent me, Father, please, have mercy on my soul. Let me know I'm good when it's my time to go. Another page out the diary, speaking on shit that bothers me. Selfish to them bitches, sometimes I think I gotta be allergic to the bullshit. Miss me with it honestly, what purpose do you serve? Fuck bitch, stop stalking me. I'm coming home. Cause mama, I've been doing wrong. I've been doing wrong. I'm coming home. Cause mama, I've been doing wrong. I've been doing wrong. I'm coming home. Cause mama, I've been doing wrong. I've been doing wrong. I'm coming home. Oh Lord, I'm coming home. Oh Lord, I've been doing wrong. I've been doing wrong. They say you never know nothing unless you sit and ask. But see, I smoke too fucking much to even be bothered with that. All that riff-raff, niggas chit-chat, I'm not with that. Then rob too many folks, I know I need to really quit that. And I done told a couple lies, went to jail a couple times. Better baby, I can see it in my mother's eyes. A rainy night in Georgia, but Georgia ain't my city. When it rains it pours, of course, y'all just gotta feel me. This ain't a hard and jigaboo, got me knotted in the booth. Say whatever about me, but whatever, bitch, I know the truth. Back across the dirty tracks, pray for me, I'm going back. Worst mistake I ever made, believing that you have a dad. Cause mama, I've been doing wrong. I've been doing wrong. I'm coming home. Cause mama, I've been doing wrong. I've been doing wrong. I'm coming home. Cause mama, I've been doing wrong. I've been doing wrong. I'm coming home. Oh Lord, I'm coming home. Oh Lord, I've been doing wrong. I've been doing wrong. Hello? Could you just come back on your list? I'm just trying to let you away. I'm coming home. Mama, I've been doing wrong. I'm coming home. Mama, I've been doing wrong.
That was Cairo Kids.
Now rip it up, get rich up, you grown stuff. We in the strip club throwing band. Holla at my fam, man. I need about 4 of them. Hey, re-up, I'm back. Let's stack, get racks. Get them racks.
Yes, again, she say. And we got Alan Gates, we
You know
got
how
Danny
you do it.
Lauren, we got his and her perspective, and we want to find out, exactly what disrespect is, because, and before we get into that, I want to say that this show is to gain clarity and understanding. You know what I'm saying? It ain't to be messy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want y'all to know first and foremost. This is to gain some understanding amongst each other because, at the end of the day, we need each other, right? We're going to do this anyway, right? So why not, do it in a great, peaceful manner, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
In a way that we can, move on one accord.
Yes.
So disrespect. I hear a lot of men say they woman don't, it's just disrespectful. And even if it's not just their woman, period, it's just like women in general. They're like, poor women, man, y'all so disrespectful. And women feel the same way, like, man, he don't respect nothing I say, he don't respect nothing I do. And it's like, is that true? Is it really disrespect? To me, what is disrespect? I'm going to go to Google. I'm only going to go to Google because I want to
Get the direct definition of disrespect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
And it's okay. I ask Google for everything.
Hey, it's a tool. Gotta use your tools you got.
I ask Google for every look. People think Google my man in my house. Look, I even programmed him for a man voice. It was like, yo, Google talk like a man. I was like, okay, ain't no chick in my house telling me what to do.
What's funny is my Google sound like Issa Rae. I
Really?
love it too. Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Anytime I ask Google or Google Voice or Google Translate anything, it come out her voice.
I love it.
And I still never see one episode of Insecure.
Really?
Yeah, I just. Shit.
I was wondering that
It
if
was
you
either
can
her
make
or John
your
Legend.
thing
and I
sound like a
wasn't gonna
black
pick John
person.
Legend. Finna be having John Legend telling
Right,
me
exactly.
where to go.
So you like
Nah.
me. Yeah.
Nah.
You like
No disrespect
me.
to the legend, though.
Like, what? Okay, so disrespect, lack of respect or courtesy.
Mm.
So that have to lead me to go to find out what is respect.
Respect.
Okay?
Yes, let's go to
Because if it's
respect.
a lack of it,
So disrespect is a lack of respect or courtesy.
a lack of respect or courtesy.
The courtesy part just changed what I was going to say.
So let's see.
What's up?
A little bit. Modified it, I'm
I
going to say.
see
Just
you.
kind of modify that. Okay, so
Guys are
respect. The feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievements.
Let's repeat that. Repeat that one more time. Sean.
A feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievements.
And you know what? I can see that. I can see that. I mean, if respect is feeling an admiration, like that admiration is kind of gone with tough times. you know, you that admiration dwindles after so long. So if you're no longer admiring someone, I can see how the respect level can, go down. You know?
So, in other words,
Hey guys.
well, let me ask you, Alan Davis.
Absolutely. And somebody just said something that hit on exactly what I'm going to say. Corey Black, salute the legend. Corey Black said respect is earned regardless. And I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
The older I get, the more that's like heavy on my mind. Like, like a lot of us were raised in certain environments where we were sort of like, we translated fear into respect.
Yeah.
But that's why we get into it with the type of people we get into it with. That's why most of us have an issue with authority, because we were told like to fear something, and that was told to us. That's what respect is, but it's not. We notice it.
Exactly.
If you can't communicate to somebody, it ain't always got to be peaceful, because it's all about perspective. What may be peaceful to her may be, kind of like rude to him. Like saying what's up, like something as simple as how you say hi to somebody may trigger, oh, that person disrespectful.
Right.
Some people grow up saying, yo. That's what they say. That's their hey, hello. Yo. And depending on how you absorb that or how you've earned this knowledge, that may come off as respectful or disrespectful. Just that alone. Think about how many older people that if you don't say hello, ma'am, if you don't say ma'am or sir to, they instantly think you don't have respect.
Exactly.
Just that something that simple. It don't matter how you are. You could be the most respectful person in the world. Just don't say sir or ma'am.
Yeah.
And now you looked at or painted as this, this ruffian.
And I think that's because they mainly use tradition to keep.
They use
respect.
tradition to sort of keep that thumb down.
And tradition is like no longer anymore. Everything is so out of the box these days. Now,
a different
mind you, I love out of the box because it keeps your mind open, but you have to do just that. Stay open.
Stay open.
You have to stay open. Once you close yourself off to something, of course, that's when stuff start feeling disrespectful and you start getting agitated, by things, by being closed off. So I always just stay open, to a lot of stuff, to not feel disrespected, so I can see someone else's perspective or something, to where they're coming from. Because that's normally what it is, how somebody was raised, where they coming from, that makes them them, And if I feel like you're intentionally trying to hurt me or, or just go out of the way to make me look like a bad character, that's where the disrespect comes in at.
And I think that's super interesting because, like, I'm weird. Like, I've learned with the experiences that I've had, I stopped just, like, judging things just, like, as they are. I always ask, why is this happening?
Yep.
So, like, we from where we from. This St. Louis.
Yeah.
This the king and the lord of the meme mug and stare down. Like, everybody, no matter where you from, you know that about St. Louis. You know we can fight, you know we can joan, you know we gonna meme mug the hell out of you. But, like, I catch myself asking myself, why is this person giving me that energy? Don't know me from a can of paint, don't know what weapons I got on me, don't know how I'm gonna defend myself. Yet this person is willing to risk their life just to prove in one moment that does not matter that I mug you. But what, like, why though? What happened to you? What experiences did you have to where now you like, this is how I'm gonna communicate?
Yeah.
When I was young, I realized that most times the people that did the most hurt, they didn't want to do nothing. They're doing that they're praying you don't escalate the situation.
Exactly.
This is how they're trying to stop you from going
It's
any
a front.
further.
It's
Because,
definitely a
oh my
front.
God, what am I going to do? So they're going to give you this. They're going to give you all that energy. That's the bark.
Yep.
That's the bark. If they were dogs, they would just be barking. But they're humans, and they're capable of, destructive things. Can we cuss? Can we? Okay.
Yeah,
They're capable
yeah.
of destructive things, So,
Coach Ryan, yes, but yeah, my coach said, yeah, people will go out of their way, Niecy, and call that bullshit.
that's facts.
they
Coach is
try.
right. That's
Yep.
facts.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, I mean, just like person on your live said, it has to be earned because it, again, like they say, the respect is in the ability to elicit the abilities, qualities, and achievements.
Absolutely.
So I mean, you have to prove something before you can be respected.
Not only that, like, I never looked up the definition of it, just absorbing that, I think that's the best way. Because just imagine if I just gave you all the respect I had in my body. Just gave it to you. I'm not being a good shepherd for you. Like, I'm not looking out for you. Because there may be things that I know you don't know. That I'm now unloading upon you. That you didn't even prove that you can handle this. So like that, like me trying to just give you respect is kind of disrespecting you. Because I ain't even take the time to see what you can handle. How far you can go with this information. It's all information. At the end of the day, it's all information and the perspective of each person when they get that information. It's information.
Yep.
I came in, I spoke, hey, how y'all doing? I'm Alan Gates. First time I've ever been in this room. I just gave y'all information. And I gained information. The moment I sat down here, I've been downloading information. You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it's certain things that I will and won't say. It's certain things that I will and won't ask. Because I don't know this space. I don't know this programming yet. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love it.
So that still takes me to
What is disrespect?
what is disrespect then? So in other words, the disrespect is given because you haven't earned me to be courteous to you. You haven't earned the fact.
See, I don't think it works both ways like that. Because disrespect is only a choice. It doesn't matter what I do to you. You have to choose to retaliate. You have to choose
even
to.
if you don't retaliate, it's just still the meaning in itself, like the definition of disrespect. Like if
That courtesy part sort of threw a wrench
Yeah,
in what I thought I was going to say.
Because when you look at it that way, it's really just a perspective.
That's all it is.
That's all
ever
it is
could
a
be.
perspective turned. You know, that's all it is.
Because look. Because think about it like this. So like, sex. There are certain things that, from a man's perspective, that certain women need to feel satisfied. There are certain things that certain women need that if you do to certain women, they're absolutely going to deem it disrespectful. There's certain women that like rougher things, like choking, spitting, stuff like that. There are women that if you do those things to without having the knowledge that, hey, this is okay to do, it's criminally disrespectful in their mind.
well, yeah,
And then there's women that if you don't do this, why are you wasting my time? You dig what I'm saying? So
Right.
it has to be perspective.
Yeah, it has
It
to.
has
It
to.
is.
Yeah.
so how would you know? You
Well,
know?
I feel as if once you know someone and you get used to someone and you know what they don't like and you go out of your way to do those things that they don't like, you know, or aren't courteous about their feelings and stuff like that, and know that you do it and not intentionally set that aside, you know, while you're around them, then that's where the disrespect comes in.
Right.
When you know somebody,
So
you
like
know.
when you get the information.
Yeah, because I feel like somebody who doesn't know me cannot disrespect me.
Facts.
You
Not
know?
for real.
You cannot.
could do
You don't
things
know
that's
anything about me. Yeah,
disrespectful.
yeah.
But it's gonna be. You really talented if you can disrespect me and not know me from a can.
Exactly.
You might irritate me. You
Yeah.
might give me a certain level of energy, but How can you disrespect me without knowing nothing? What are you gonna say?
The only thing you can do is call me out of my name.
Right.
That's the only thing you
But
can do
then I'm gonna look at
disrespectful.
you like a child. Like,
Okay,
you need
like-
some milk? Like, what's
Right.
wrong?
Okay. You
It
call
is.
me that, and you don't even know me.
Yeah.
How did you come to that conclusion?
What's
you know?
wrong? What happened?
Exactly.
What happened?
You know.
Where the disconnect at? But then to me that goes back to information. Like,
Yeah.
what information do you or don't you have? I comport myself with respect. I show love to anybody. I lead with love. That's I have to.
Exactly.
I know the challenges that I've overcame in my life, and I know how much I don't want to go back that way.
Okay.
I want to keep going that way. I don't want to go that way. I have a certain amount of information because of those experiences. When I meet somebody that I don't know, why would you want to disrespect a man you don't know? You don't know what I'm capable of. You don't know how far I'm gonna take it. You don't know what I'm willing to protect and how I'm willing to. Why? Why must that be? So to me, even that action is information for me.
Yeah.
But same for men and women. The topic at hand.
Jay Wynn, what's up, baby?
Okay. The topic at hand here is men feel disrespected by women and women feel disrespected by men.
As a man, I don't feel that universally. I don't feel universally attacked by women, even though there's women that I know that know me, know the things I've done for women. Like, you talk to a man that I've been shot at protecting a woman that was in an abusive relationship. My brother's on this live that can attest to that.
Yeah.
Like, I've literally had my life in danger protecting black women. There are black women that know that and still have given me shit when I just didn't agree with them on one thing. I don't take that as disrespect. I got enough information.
Exactly.
Now, I don't blame him if he took that as disrespect. I don't blame her if she took it as disrespect. Because it's their perspective of it.
Exactly.
I know what that is. I know you can't handle being wrong.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's usually what it comes down to. That's usually, think about a relationship. Think about like this for happens. I'm pie in the sky. A man and a woman in a relationship with a child. You fathered this baby. You mothered this baby. What are the actual issues that end up being deemed disrespect? You like me because you think I'm attractive. You think you're the only woman that think I'm attractive. Is it disrespectful that I look at ass? I looked at yours. You think what I'm saying? So that same act, it wasn't disrespectful when I looked at yours. Now we won. How is it disrespectful when I look at hers?
And that's where I say that open mind comes into part. You know, because you have to be a closed off minded person to think that men aren't still attracted to other women just because they settle for you. You know, like I just, mind you, okay, it's disrespectful for them to get their number,
Yeah,
you know,
to pursue it.
but that's if that's out of your guidelines. I'm poly, so it ain't disrespectful to me. You know what I'm saying? For you know, my man to get somebody else's number.
Absolutely.
More the merrier. You know,
Absolutely.
in
That's
my
your-
case.
that's a decision
yeah,
you already
that's
made.
my perspective. But
Absolutely.
another woman would think that is disrespectful because that's not part of her rules of being with her.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's normally where the disrespect comes in at. You're going against my guidelines. If I tell you my guidelines from begin, you know, what I like, what I don't like, what I'm open to, what I'm closed off to, and you still on that type of time,
Absolutely.
then that's where it becomes disrespectful to me.
The
you know?
information, the transfer of information.
Exactly.
You give this person the information you need. Like with my girlfriend now, hi, she knew what happened in my prior relationship. I lost my fiance to cancer. So she knew that going in. She knew, okay, I know what type of time this nigga on. But she was so patient. But she was able to be patient because I gave her the information. I gave her all the information she needed to make the best decision for her.
Exactly.
So the things that made you love me, that can't be disrespect when you mad.
Yes.
Just because you upset. Is this wrong or not? Because as I'm giving this information, I'm asking for information. I think the answer always goes back to perspective because if you're willing to be in, it don't matter what the situation is, it could be, y'all can say we want to start a rap group tomorrow. What's the information? Then that decides what would be disrespectful or not. Because the information is, hey, we're not going to cuss. Cool. If I agree to that, we do an album, and I slip up and I rhyme fuck with suck. I can't get mad at the fact that y'all say, hey, bro, we cutting that.
Right, exactly.
We're not going to cuss. We already established these parameters. We built this wall of, hey, we're not crossing this. I can't see it never not coming back to perspective.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
It has to.
it always comes back to perspective. How you feel about a certain thing and how I feel about a certain thing. If I don't know what you feel and you don't know what I feel, it seems disrespectful because we don't have the information.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And that's why I love these new Generation Z kids, because they're all about information and being open.
They were
Now,
raised
mind
in
you,
the
yeah, it's
information
a
age.
lot of shit that they're into. It's a little weird to me, but you know, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
at least they're
Why?
open. You know, they're open. They have such open, beautiful minds to me. You know,
really good point.
you know. So I mind you, when my son, he was like, yeah, this my BFF, this my bae, and I was like, yeah, I got too many titles going on for me. Like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know what y'all doing these days.
Right, what
These
up,
too
big
many
dog?
titles for me. But when they did all of that, made these titles and stuff, they basically stood their ground with, hey, this is this person to me, this is that person, and I'm telling you up front, you like it or not, you know, and that is what it is. So you know, I love it. I love these new kids and their openness, you know, their open mindedness.
That's dope. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all something, give y'all a little bit of clarification about this, and it's gonna help a whole lot of people because I mean you already heard it. You know, you've already heard it.
Yeah.
You know. So we're gonna put it into perspective in just a little bit. We'll be back in just a few moments of
Taking a commercial break.
Go ahead and let somebody talk about something.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Girl, I brought you here today because my heart is punctured and stained. When I got you and you got me, I just want you to stay. Girl, I'm through with them childish games. I know I caused you this pain with my pride and complaining. Though I know it's hard to manage how you cope with the disdain. It ain't what it look like. You know it ain't what it look like. Never miss it until it's gone. Another love lost in the mix song about spoils of war and getting on. Sacrifices to get along. Remember when I couldn't get along? Credit score way too low just to buy a home. Through your work and just to get it going. No umbrella to know if we weather storms. Wishing was not for the cause. Starving rapper, you deal with the loss. Endless shows and holes in the walls. Your 60 stilettos just holding the wall. Running with groupies, you keeping it longer than fog. And that's when I'm out with my dogs. Running the streets and just tricking it off. I'm sorry. Day in and day out, so you cope with the feeling in you and I'm letting it go. Holding down the house, so food on drop, cooking clean, playing your role. 1,000 times I've seen you compromise, dodging dirty, you gon' recognize how you do that. Do that. Yeah.
So you brought me here today because your heart is function insane. When you got me and I got you, I just want you to stay. You say you feel with all them childish games cause you caused me this much pain. With your pride and complaining, though you know it's hard to manage, how you expect me to be straight?
Word to Shaggy and Swaggy P-Bay, it wasn't me. How could I lie so comfortably? Knew you would beat the puzzle me. Panties under the seats or something fishy, ain't no Captain D. Badasses enchanting me, I should've called the cavalry. So I can be my witness, my weakness is pretty thickness. Squat 30s that need a biscuit with them legs and thighs on my own. God forget the spot, but now I'm Kevin Hart, alright. All she get is the pipe, no dinners with candlelight, no gifts, no random flights. I know she look like a Barbie shorty, cause suck the Harley. Took my Magic Johnson to them Lonzo balls, she didn't gag at all. My fault, you know a flaw. I Carry D, baby, me gon' leave it.
We're here today because your heart is function and stay. When you got me and I got you, I just want you to stay. You say nothing without the childish games, cause you cause me this much pain with your pride and complaining. Though you know it's hard to manage, how you expect me to be straight.
Hey, I didn't nothing like my own. I swear to God, it wasn't me, baby. I was wrong. She was not a nigga CPR, that's all it was, man. I swear to God. I wouldn't lie to you. Her wrong. Baby, I know that your baby was wrong. Was around. Was around. Girl, I brought you here today because my heart is punctured tonight. When I got you, when you got me, I just want you to stay. Them childish games, I know I caused you this pain. With my pride and complaining, I know it's hard to manage how you cope with the disdain. It ain't what it look like.
What it look like.
It ain't what it
Just your perspective turn wrong, that's all. That's all. Your perspective turn wrong, that's all.
what it look like. It ain't what it look like.
I'm good. Look, that gin make me sin, boy. I can't.
Damn, I should have brought my dope change, Ray. You right. I was tripping.
We are back. You are again tuned in to He Say, She Say, man. And we got Danny Lauren and Kevin, Alan.
One love to the big dog, man.
Yeah, but hey, but don't get it twisted. We got the one and only Alan Gates.
You know how G do it.
Yes. So, and we talking about disrespect, man, and what is it? And man, I got some great people on here today that got a great perspective, man.
Yes.
Yeah, for real. Let me see, how do I do that?
Look, I thought we was gonna be battling, but this a good one. This a good one.
It ain't nothing to battle about.
Yeah.
It's like you hit it on the head. Perspective.
Yes, and that's what we want. And it makes it so much easier for the second part. You know what I'm saying? Because what y'all, you said, you hit it right on the head. It's about perspective. It's about the information. It's about being real and open with one another to find out exactly what it is that's going on.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? With you, so you can get a clear understanding.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I got some people here who understand that. So it's easier for other people to pick up on, because that's really what it is. That's what we want, Ain't that right?
Yes.
I agree with it.
Standing your ground on what your boundaries are, your morals, and setting hold to your morals.
To do that? How do somebody who don't know and they feel like somebody is always disrespectful to them, you know what I'm saying? How would they go by getting a clear understanding from they other, you know what I'm saying, to get, like I said, understanding?
Well, I think if it's a constant thing, if you feel, well, first and foremost, acknowledge those feelings.
Exactly.
And you gotta take some accountability in yourself. What are these things that I'm feeling?
Yeah.
One, back to the perspective of information. I've learned that what you feel not necessarily is real, but there's a reason you feel that. Mm-hmm. Investigate that first before you go lashing out at somebody else for just being them. Now, unfortunately, more times than not, you probably are being disrespected depending on where you at.
Yeah, exactly.
Depending on what situation is. If you feel like a police officer pulled you over and you ain't did nothing, if you really didn't do nothing, it's a chance there is some disrespect at play. But if you did 80 in a 20 and you just feel mad that you got caught,
right?
Address your feelings. You
Exactly.
dig what I'm saying? Before you I think that'll stop a lot of nonsense. I think this is just my perspective. I don't know shit. Who am I?
Hey, you know,
I'm just a
it's
human.
perspective.
You know,
Yeah.
but I think that perspective word, like,
And communication is always key. I took mind you, I didn't have to go to college to learn this, but I took a class called Communication Between Cultures, and in a communications class too. And in each one of those classes, the thing that they say the most is you have to use your I statements. Like, I feel this, I feel that, without saying you.
Yeah.
Because when you say you too many times, somebody gonna feel disrespected.
Absolutely.
You know,
There's no way not to.
if you blame your feelings on somebody else, they're gonna feel disrespected. But if you say, I feel this way, you know, and this makes me feel this way, then people get a clear understanding of what drives you or what turns you down. You know, and if you're steady doing something that turns me down, then you being disrespectful, period.
Yes.
You know, if I'm steady addressing this and you steady doing it, you know?
if you're consistently doing something that's already been addressed, and I've given you the information,
Yeah.
to me, that's where I feel like whatever happens after that, happens after that.
And then, you know what? And sometimes, even if they keep doing it, knowing your feelings, maybe they can't just help themselves. You know, it's some people that really can't help
That's
themselves.
true, but you got the information. If this is bothering you, are you choosing to be bothered now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say there's a
This
point.
is
That's,
true.
That's some accountability, and this is like just my path, walking in and having to do that myself
Mm-hmm.
daily. Like, I have to take accountability for the things that happen. I got fired from a place I'm a bartender. I'm
Mm-hmm.
a career bartender outside of music. Well, I guess I 10 bars regardless. That's a bar.
He said that's a bar.
I still got it. But my last job, I literally got fired. Well, the cause they said is that they said I was drinking on the. I'm a bartender. 15 years experience bartender. I've done everything from private parties to extravagant events. I've served a bar where there were elephants on each side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, my skill and my maturity is that we ain't questioning that.
Right.
It's a job. I wouldn't get this job if I had a problem drinking on
Exactly.
the job.
Exactly.
But what really happened? No, somebody was upset that somebody was getting a little too much shine. Somebody was a little too good at what they do.
Yeah.
They felt disrespected at my presence.
Wow.
Sometimes that happens.
But
Yeah.
there was a casualty. I still had to look at myself. Okay, you know what? Yeah, they said it was Jameson. They don't know it was ginger ale. I could fight this, but why?
Right.
Clearly, somebody who has power didn't want me to be there.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna be where I'm not.
Exactly.
I have to take the accountability. Am I
Your battles.
gonna choose to keep
Right.
being disrespected,
Why would I choose-
or am I gonna accept this and go somewhere else?
This is true. Yeah.
That is definitely a part of not being disrespected is actually accountability.
Facts.
Yeah.
And they just said that you can't control how you feel, but you can choose how you act.
Ooh. Oh
That's
my God,
great.
that
I
is the
told you you
number
could be
one
rapping
thing
that.
that I drilled to my son
Yes.
growing up.
Yeah.
Like it's not what happens to you, it's how you react.
How you
Absolutely.
react.
You know, and I used to wonder why like dudes would like taunt a chick, you know what I'm saying, and then call them crazy after they finally react to their shit. You know?
Total I'm talking about, dog, I swear to God. And I'm not just saying I'm not on my pander shit. I'm not pandering to women.
Mm-hmm.
It really bothers me. Me and a lady, I think me and my sister just had this conversation a couple of days ago. Farron, shout out to my twin Farron. It really bothers me that a man gets upset at a woman saying no.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No
That
is the
bothers
most
me, too.
powerful word in the world. No will help a man. A woman saying no to a man will help him more than it will ever hurt him. Ever. Like, there's no way a woman saying no to you can really, really hurt you, except it's like you doing everything you can for your kids and she just on some other shit and don't want you to see your kids.
Right.
That's
type
outside
stuff.
of that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bro, if a woman telling you no, it's not. No don't even have the time mean that she don't even like you. No might mean, oh, today,
Not right
today.
now. Yeah.
No might mean, hey, bro, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to fuck up your whole vibe you got going. Don't do it.
Okay.
Like, women,
This is true too.
if you do right by women, it's foul people regardless. Like, you got
Right.
foul men,
Yeah,
foul women,
foul
foul dogs, foul gerbils. Like, it's some mean turtles. And it's some not mean terms. It's different.
Damn mean term.
But if you do right by a woman, especially a black woman, you do right by a woman, whatever wrong she do ain't got shit to do with you. It ain't got nothing to do with you. But are you going to choose to keep staying and take the disrespect?
Yeah.
Or are you going to make the decision, hey, I got it.
Give a clap on it.
Yeah, and that's yeah.
Am I talking?
Look, I'm just now getting used to the sound effects, guys.
That's all I love it.
You
I
know,
appreciate
it
it.
will happen.
Yeah, that is some real shit though.
You speaking
Real
big
talk.
facts though. I mean, I was sitting here like, yes. You know,
I'm feeling, all I'm saying is bouncing off what she said, like that perspective, because what I was going to say had nothing to do with that. But when she said that, I'm like, damn.
That's
there
what
it is.
everything is about. That lens. That
Your
lens.
paradigm.
Yeah.
How are you seeing this?
That's why I can never, ever. That's how I groom myself not to judge people.
Yeah.
You know, because when you judge people, you don't know if you haven't walked in every step of their life. I mean, from baby shoes to teenage shoes, you know, you cannot truly fathom why they did what they did or why they're doing what they're doing.
you don't know their story.
You
It's
know,
internal.
exactly. So that's why I again keep an open mind.
Absolutely.
You know, and have honest intent. You know, behind everything I do, pure honest intent. I be telling people that's my superpower. You know, my honesty. That's my superpower because that helps me look at a lens on life with the glass half full instead of the glass half empty and blame other people for, you know, how I'm going to react.
Absolutely.
You know, or,
Absolutely.
you know.
I
And there's
tell
so
my
many
kids
people
all
that
the
do
time.
that.
I'm like, look, I don't care whatever happened. Please don't say nobody else's name. If I ask you why is this, well, such a stop right there, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Please do not say anybody else's name before you think about why you did what you did.
Exactly.
Nobody else has
That was one of the
anything to
hardest
do.
lessons I had to learn because I
Man.
didn't get it.
Man,
I didn't. I understood it
Yeah.
kind of, but I didn't understand it fully until I was in situations to where now I'm confronted with it. What's my decision gonna be now?
Uh-huh.
And it really started with just like, you know, when you in certain situations and growing up in certain ways, shit happens, bro.
it does.
Shit just happens. It ain't necessarily even a reason that it happened. It just happened, and you gotta now choose how you gonna deal with this.
Exactly.
You dig what I'm
and
saying?
remember your part in it. Don't forget that.
Yeah,
part.
because your part
Yep.
it matters. It
it's
might
the
not
biggest
be.
part
Yep.
as far as your situation is concerned.
My new
Your
thing
situation.
with my girlfriend now, my new thing, and she hate when I do this. It's like we're not talking about right or wrong. What happened?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Forget. If you take right or wrong off the table, now let's communicate.
Yes.
Let's get the blame shit out the way. Blame don't do nothing but take up space.
Yeah.
It's like and the like it just take up
What
space.
blame don't help in the situation?
Yeah. What happened? Let's just communicate about what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To now because I find that right and wrong and blame comes with disrespect. It like got a little carry-on bag of disrespect with it in some way, just because of the perspective of it. Because sometimes I might not be ready to hear that it was my fault. It might be my fault, but what happened?
Right.
My fault ain't what happened. What happened?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I'm
Not bad if I'm getting loud.
No, you're good. You're good.
Y'all done got me all comfortable and stuff. It ain't even hot no more. I'm in there cold.
Yes. I'm just.
Not even a call in. But yeah, that's what it's all about, though. It's just keeping an open mind, you know, and that way your perspective won't be tainted.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah. Just you have to lead with your own sensibility first. You know, don't look to the left, don't look to the right. You know, you gotta have a tunnel vision about certain things. You know, you can't let things sway you because when you let something that someone else says or does interfere with how you move and how you think and how you react, it's too much power given outside that you should hold to yourself. You know?
Yes.
I mean, you're 100%. That's another hard lesson for me. I battled with that when I was a child.
Yeah.
I battled with being swayed by what other people did or said around or to me.
Yeah.
I battled with that heavy. I got some family that's on here now. Shout out to my little cousin Drama. Like, I battled with that. I had to apologize to him, to my little cousin, for things that I did in reaction to things that were happening to me. Because I wasn't able to process it correctly. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can be a lot.
And it's funny, though, you know, what you said about, you know, having, you know, reacting to certain people, you know, the way you think that they want you to react, you know, that makes you a pawn. And I'm a radical. I've never liked following rules straight on. You know, I always like finding different means, you know, to get stuff done. You know, I'm just a radical, period. I'm not sheepish. I don't like doing what other people do. You know,
Like
so
finding your own path.
yes, exactly. So when I saw that people were doing certain stuff to make me react a certain way, that's when I was able to get out of that bubble. You know, and really start taking accountability of my. It's real funny. My first my daughter's father, he used to tell people I was crazy all the time, and it was so funny because I used to actually react crazily. You
Isn't
know,
that crazy? How
yeah.
you can say something and make it happen.
Yeah.
And if you instead of crazy, if you would have said you're sensible, maybe your reactions would have been. But that's that power you talked about.
And when I start seeing myself always reacting, you know, so just out of the way, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be calm all the time, you know, and not even.
So now when you call me crazy, you look really stupid.
Yeah.
Because you calling me crazy for folding clothes. Damn, I hate if I wash them.
Yeah.
You dig?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's when I started really just being me. You know, just fuck what you did. Oh, you did that? Okay, I don't like that. So you got to go. You know, and that's it. It's just simple as that. You know, I don't have to yell and scream at you and tell you you got me fucked up. You know you got me fucked up.
You know you did wrong.
You know
you did wrong.
You know?
You know you did wrong.
You know you got me fucked up. So I don't have to do all of that.
Nope.
You know, and I think that's when people really get nervous. You know, when you don't react the way they want you to react. Like, oh, you did that? That's fucked up. So I can't fuck with you no more. Just point blank, period. You know, and just leave it at that. You know, without spazzing out. You know?
Hey, I feel you on that. I mean, I don't really say nothing. I don't say too much. I don't really talk that much. You know, if you can say whatever you want to say, that's fine. You know, I'm not getting ready to yell and argue and scream because why. You know, it's like.
This may come as a surprise to you, but I'm the exact opposite.
That my mic.
I can't. It's my curse. I can't see something that I think is wrong and not say nothing.
Well, well, wait a minute. I will speak up but everything is not worth it. You know.
That's a lesson I'm learning.
Mm-hmm. Everything
I'm
is
learning
not
that
worth
lesson
it.
because to me,
You gotta pick your
anything is worth
battles.
it. Because my thing is, if
Yep.
I don't tell you how I feel about it, I can't get mad at you for doing it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And sometimes I want to be able to be upset rightfully. I know it sounds stupid, but we talking about
Right,
it.
yeah.
Let's talk about it. Sometimes I want to be able to say, no, you wrong.
And be right.
And be right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I want to be right because I don't want to. Because if I found out I was wrong at that, I would feel like shit. Like,
Exactly.
damn, I was wrong. Now,
But
I gotta
that's a
admit I
part
was
of
wrong.
growth, though. You know, and that's one thing I had to learn, too, to never be afraid to contraindicate myself. Because contraindication is growth to me. You know, if I say I believed in this one thing at this one point in time, but I've experienced so many different perspectives and seen so many different people's, you know, ways of doing certain things. And I'm like, you know what? I don't stand on that anymore.
Yes, that's
You know, and it's hard sometimes because people say you fake. You know, you switching up, you changing. Well, I want to change.
I'm trying to.
You know,
grow.
right, exactly. I
trying to
want to
grow.
change. You know,
Yeah.
that's the whole point of living. You know, is to become a better me. So if I'm doing the same shit I was doing last year, I'm not a better me. You know, I'm a content me.
That was one of the most difficult things coming from. I'm from downtown St. Louis, O'Fallon Place, Carlsbad Village. Like, that was the hardest thing for me because I loved the people I was around, but I wanted more.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get more in that environment.
Fireman, yeah.
And the people that loved me, some are on here right now. Shout out to Travis. they saw it before I saw it, and they would nudge me. Like when I was doing shit I know I wasn't supposed to be doing. Even the younger ones, they'd be like, "Big dog, what you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't do this."
Yeah.
Because not everybody gets the opportunity to do
Yeah.
other things.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I was being disrespectful to my niggas who didn't have no other choices.
Right.
I'm out here. The one reason I said I will never sell drugs again, no matter how bad I get down on my luck, is because I know people who don't have another option. So I'm fucking up your market because I'm good at certain things.
Whew, if that ain't courteous.
Boom, look, you see why? Boom, you see how I tied it in? Boom.
If that ain't motherfucking courteous.
Like just think for real, like he or she don't have another choice.
Yeah.
I got all these other options.
Yeah.
I'm gonna saturate your market. I'm gonna saturate your market, and I can do this. You can't do what I can do.
Yeah.
If I love you, I'm gonna let you.
That's
I'm
some
over
real
it.
shit. That's some real shit for real.
So a form of respect in that situation would be to
Thank you.
stay in your lane.
Stay in my lane. Some people don't have the ability to be articulate, not because they just can't, because they just didn't get that information yet.
Yeah.
Some people don't have the ability to negotiate certain situations.
Right.
I'm blessed to have been through the things I've been through and to have been able to receive and digest the things that I've digested from those individual situations.
Yeah.
I'm blessed to have been able to download this information. You know what I'm saying? And everybody isn't there yet.
Yeah.
It's some people that's 50, 60 years old that ain't where we are in this room. And they got all the money in the world, but they don't have the experience. They don't have the information.
Because they're closed off.
They're closed off.
Yeah.
They won't open their perspective. They're cool with just looking at it one way.
I said that so long ago. I was like, it seemed like over time things are definitely being revealed to different generations. It's like the generations before didn't know certain things, and it's like it's being revealed now. It's like it's not that they slow, stupid, or it just wasn't their time to know. It just wasn't revealed to them at the time.
Just think about this. We're not even like 40 years away from like it being a outlandish idea for a woman to host a show. We're not even a generation away from that time.
No, not
Right.
at all.
Yeah.
And
Not
now
at
you
all.
got women. We live in a city where there's more women, multi-100,000 millionaires than there are black women than there are black men. Everybody just don't post their stats online because motherfuckers don't live online. People out here in the real world.
Right.
But like
Real
we're
things.
not even a generation away from when that was
Unheard
Black
of.
women owning businesses.
Right.
Talk about black women owning car lots and owning stores and starting to own dispensaries. And we're not even 40. Like I remember a time where that was just that was a thought. Thankfully, I was around the type of black women that put that in me
Yeah.
to say, hey, no, you gonna know what you're not gonna do. It's misplaced my value. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so even today to be able to say and see these things and to see what is looked at as disrespectful. And some like in some ways I sometimes you gotta let them have that because what they went through.
Exactly.
What they
Like the
went through
nigga
some
word. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has they own thing with with the word nigga. Richard Pryor said he didn't give a fuck about it. He wanted to say the shit all the motherfucking time because it was a part of him. But when he went to Africa and saw how they were living, his perspective changed.
Yeah.
Of course.
Perspective.
So when his perspective changed and he was no longer hood as Richard Pryor, you know what I'm saying? He saw where that ideal of disrespect came from the word.
It's
When I
going
was
on with Chris Rock
My
right
bad.
now.
Yeah.
No,
Absolute.
Chris Tucker right
Chris
now.
Tucker, yeah.
He won't do certain things that he was, everything.
Thank you,
for.
Wayne.
when I
You
first
are
started
welcome.
rapping, I said every cuss word in the world when I was a teenager and younger. I did not like saying nigga for one reason. I saw that, oh shoot, it's not just my hood that like my music. There's white kids that I don't know that like my music. And I envisioned being on a stage and saying my shit and having to see a white person say nigga back to me. When I was younger, I just couldn't handle that. So I was saying every other word. I just wouldn't say nigga.
Yeah.
But then I'm looking at the people that I was inspired by, and I'm listening to these conversations I'm having with older black women, older black men, with older white women, older white men, and I'm sitting there and seeing, damn, I don't think I'm better than Jay-Z. He do it. I don't think I'm better than Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole right now. I don't. I'm confident as hell in myself, and I ain't stupid. It take a level of consistency before
Right,
you
yeah.
say you could be on a level. I would never disrespect the work they did. It's the work. It
Right.
ain't the talent. The work. They do it. And when I listen to interviews, and I search interviews, and when they talk about that topic, I listen to what they say, and it helped me. It ain't the word that pisses me off. It's the type of person that might say it.
Yeah.
If I could trust that the white person that was saying it wasn't racist, it wouldn't bother me. Because at the end of the day, it is just a word. And it's only so far I'm going to go to defend that. Like, am I going to risk my freedom because somebody said that word?
Am I going to even allow that word to, no, not upset me, but to dictate who I am? You know,
That's what I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm
Yeah.
still watering the seeds.
Exactly.
no, that word. Oh, I'm sorry. That word. No, that's not for me.
But I'm just saying the thought process of
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Right.
I was doing horrible things when I was a teenager. Now I ain't gonna say horrible, but I wasn't an angel when I was a teenager. But I didn't want to rap nigga.
Right.
I didn't feel comfortable rapping it
Yeah.
because I was looking ahead. I'm like, dog, if I'm gonna be successful, there's gonna be white people that's gonna like my music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to figure out a way to be able to
They
do
so-
my shit and not be
so
mad.
innocently and
Yeah,
just
I've jumped off stage before over that. Like I'm talking young back teenager part me. Not I'm good.
Yeah.
I got more information now. You know what I'm saying? But I went on a tangent. But you
Yeah,
know,
I mean, I'm with you there. I mean, because
it
that was
still
a form of
borders around
disrespect.
respect and disrespect.
Yeah, and then everybody's
Form of it.
trying to figure out who can say it, who can't say it. Like, yeah, they like, okay, Mexican people can't say it, biracial people can't say it. I'm like, well, they is half black, so you know.
I'm saying. See,
you
I know this might
You
sound
know,
crazy,
so-
but to me, it's either you're white or you're not. Like, if you look at the genealogy, like the people that we look at as Mexican, there's a reason they got that melanin in that skin. It's not like an opinion reason. It's a factual reason
Yeah.
they have that.
It is. It really
Like,
is. It really is. It's tribes are tribes.
yes, ma'am.
But y'all, that'll be on another day. We'll talk about that. This right here it's been very eye opening for
Kid named Clay, respect King.
me because it actually is other people in the world who understand that sometimes disrespect is really how you perceive it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It really is what you have given the other party to work with about yourself.
Absolutely.
And it's really about accountability.
Absolutely.
So, with that being said, I don't really think that men and women are very disrespectful to each other. I just think that men and women should understand each other. Be more
Yeah, I don't think we
accountable with each
communicate
other.
enough.
That's
to
the
each other.
key.
Communicate. Just talk to each other.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell y'all. I watched this movie, 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay.
And everybody else sees this movie for one thing, but I see this movie for something so beautiful because they actually sat down and discussed every detail about their partnership. So you either say you want it or you say you don't
Right, you
want
comfortable
Yeah.
with this or you're not.
Yeah.
it. And what happened with that is nothing was left under the rug.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't really room for disrespect because why
Absolutely.
they understood what was going on.
And that's
Absolutely.
why I love my poly world because everything is out in the open. Everyone that I date and I tell them that I'm poly, I don't have to worry about them keeping some chick from me. You know what I'm saying? That they dating off on the side.
Right.
They literally tell me their name. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we even meet.
Exactly. That's good.
Because I think that is beautiful.
It is.
Even if we don't do stuff together, me and
Absolutely.
her don't
But
do
still,
stuff
just
together.
the-
At least I know who she is. I know
Yeah.
her character. I know who I'm sharing myself with.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
at the end of the day. And to me, that is beautiful, having such openness, you know, and it really kills me too to see you men. You men are so selfish sometimes.
Absolutely.
Like
Yes,
you
I
will
am.
agree to be a chick side dude, you know, but is so closed off to y'all having an open relationship.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, how did you
It's
go from
kinda
that to that?
asinine.
You know, it
It's kind
is.
of asinine.
It is.
Like, if you look at it like a formula or like a mathematic equation, it does not add up.
It doesn't at all.
Damn, that's crazy.
But that's a choice. But that's a part of respect.
Yeah.
You're gonna choose to accept it,
And it's a part of perspective because
and it's a part of
if
respect.
you like, I never thought about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But when you think about the men that do choose to live like that, they're more worried about. It's only fun for them if they can do it in the veil of shadows.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have to do that, if you're operating in the world where you don't have to do that,
Mm-hmm.
what is it about the secrecy that's, for lack of better terminology, turning you on?
Right. Yeah.
Because that has to be, if you don't have to do that,
Mm-hmm.
if you can choose to not do that, if that's like me personally, because of how selfish I am, the poly life ain't for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I respect it, and I think it's a lot of things that that even relationships that aren't poly can learn from, because what you said, the communication.
Yeah.
That we don't have to fear hiding anything.
Exactly.
We're just going to do it. Now, I just try to apply that in the relationships that I have.
Exactly.
But if I did feel the need for more, I would like to be able to say that I could at least communicate that.
Exactly.
Now, she gonna roll with that. She ain't about that.
Right.
But the fact that I know I can
Communicate that, yeah, exactly. And I think sometimes it backfires too. It's kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
You know, because I've noticed men be intimidated by that. Like, hold on,
And
wait.
I see more men being intimidated by it than women. Some women either just ain't gonna even give it a thought, but some men are trying and be like, they like it when they got the options.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like it when she got them.
Exactly.
What
But
is
to me,
it
it's
about that?
just like with business, competition is healthy. You know, I think it's the same way, you know, with relationships. That's just me.
That's
you know,
fair.
that's
Hey, I
just
respect
me.
your
You know,
perspective.
I just feel like having that competition keeps things healthy and keep both parties striving to continues to be the best them to bring to the table.
And
You
see,
know?
and I'm totally different. I feel like the more comfortable that I am, the harder I can go. Because if I'm not comfortable, it's not going to be good anyway.
But some
Gotcha.
people are comfortable with that level of competition. That's the one thing I loved about music, especially in this market. It's not that many things in this market that are advantageous when it comes to music, no matter what genre.
Yeah.
Rock, rap, folk, no matter what genre.
Yep.
But the
It's easier.
competition here is very advantageous. You can take, that's why a person from St. Louis with supreme talent and a really good work ethic can go to any city in the world and make it. It don't matter what you're doing. You could be a painter or a construction worker or a bell boy. It don't matter what field you're in, because of how competitive St. Louis
Yeah.
is. You could go anywhere else and thrive if you got the right mindset,
Yeah,
if you got the right
yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but some people are comfortable with that. No, but there are a lot of people that I'm comfortable with myself. I don't feel why would I'm competing with anybody.
Right.
And I respect
Right,
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I gotta.
I'm like, oh, okay, well,
I gotta jump through hoops for you. So my love, respect, my security, all
Well,
that.
I ain't
no.
gonna say that because jumping through hoops and doing extra is good,
Yeah, but I see. I'm just saying. I see what you're saying. Like,
competition, like
Yeah,
oh,
because you saw the Kardashians do it, I gotta do it. Oh, okay. Go find Rob then.
But yeah, y'all know that's how it goes over here. So hopefully, like I said, like my panel definitely have said, perspective, accountability, and information, communication. Just speak your piece and let it be known what it is,
Communication is the key to life.
and then you.
That's
will
why
not
it's the first
feel
major thing every
disrespected.
child learns is how to
Exactly.
communicate.
So yes, I want our first we can ready to get out of here. I want my guests to give some shout outs and tell what you got going on. So what you got going on? Give us some
Okay,
shout-outs.
again, this is Danny Lauren. I got a lot going on. I did the LOL show in November. December, I ended up hosting a birthday party, a black and white birthday party, which was awesome. Doing my comedy stuff. And actually, tomorrow I will be doing a comedy show at Shade. I'm going to be the intermission for the jazz show that they're doing tomorrow with the Funk Masters. So it's going to be so dope. It's a little black dress event. Even though it's gonna be cold as hell, yeah, ladies, please, just bring your long boots, your knee high boots, Bring your knee high boots. I want something sexy, Just come out and have a little sexy night, So that's what I got coming up. I'm getting my teeth done in a minute, so I'm gonna take a hiatus. I'm gonna take a hiatus while I get my.
That's boss talk. You hear somebody finna get their teeth done, just know they got it.
I up that dental premium, so I'm gonna take a hiatus. After that, but that's it.
Me personally, I don't have shit coming up or going on, man. I'm just enjoying life, trying to elevate and grow, water my seed as much as I can. But there are some friends of mine that got some really cool things coming on. I believe T-Dub-O is finishing up another project. I believe Bo Dean is finishing up another project. I believe Riley B, Newfound Loose Sound, is finishing up another project. If I know Corey Black like I think I do, it's cold, so he got something going on. I think Bates is finishing up something.
Okay.
If I'm wrong,
Bates.
correct me, Bates. Who is somebody else that was doing something pretty cool? Can't remember, so take a shot for your boy.
Oh, and another thing, I just did a recording for the What's Up Dog show too the other day. It's gonna be fun. I cannot wait to see it. Mind you, I recorded it like a year ago and re-recorded. But I can't see it. Them cartoons take a minute, to come out. So I can't wait for that too. I finally got my dog on What's Up Dog.
Yeah, and you know, it's your girl, Rena Phoenix. I do appreciate y'all tuning in today. He Say, She Say. Hope you got a good perspective, from him and her. And maybe you come up with your own, figure some things out. Let's get it together, But of course, y'all already know we definitely working over here, baby. Stay tuned. You got philosophies on Sunday at 12:30. You got Tuesday Up in Smoke every second and fourth Tuesday, of course, He Say, She Say every Thursday at 8:30. And we also got, Queen Shore to be done soon. We got episode 4 coming out, so I want y'all to stay tuned for that as well. I just got a little word on that. And yeah, I'm a brand is definitely popping. I want y'all to get y'all affirmation word, okay? Say it with your chest. I'll put my affirmation on my chest. You can soak it in, and you do the same thing. We create ourselves a better world. This is just me, y'all. I just love, and I love giving great things to the world.
Really appreciate your energy. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
You really I ain't been this close to a microphone in a really long time. You might have just started something.
Hey, I love starting great things, And definitely, first and foremost, I got to give a shout out to my Father, which art in heaven. Most praise to the Most High. Without you, this is nothing. I'm nothing, and I know I'm great because of you, and I appreciate it so much.
Amen.
Yes, y'all. Stay tuned. MyCityMyMusic.com. I want y'all to tune into everything we got going on around this place because it's definitely some great things happening. We about to end this thing right here with Tweezy the Down Struggle because it's only gonna get better from her, baby.
Okay.
Struggle. Yeah. Struggle, my nigga. It be hard sometimes, man. They don't even know, man. Struggle. So, I'ma go ahead and let them know a little bit of something. Put them in the mind of a real nigga. Real talk. Struggle.
I swear they don't know the struggle of a real nigga. So much stress it'll kill you. When you're real, they don't feel you. Your baby mama on your ass cause she all in the feelings. All this hoping and wishing make you think about killing. I swear they don't know the struggle of a real nigga. So much stress it'll kill you. When you're real, they don't feel you. Your baby killing. 1979, a real nigga was born to a family torn. Made me ready for war. No mother to love, somewhere out there cracked out. Abusive father stressed out, beat me till I blacked out. My presence hella dark, you wonder why I sport. They threw me in the deep blue sea, came out of shore. My teeth is razor sharp, you better have heart. It's a dirty game, being soft won't get you far. Picked up my pen and my paper after my strap, bruh. Write about these licks and murders that I survived, sir. I could've been in jail, a one-way trip to hell, because fake homies and BMs want me to fail. But that's okay though, just stack my pesos. Even though the government take a half my check, yo. Will I shed this hard shell? Only time will reveal. Walk in my shoes look dirty, yeah, the struggle is real. Man, you gotta know the struggle. Everybody ain't built for it. But I just want y'all to know, y'all can get through it. Just keep your head up. Struggle. I swear they don't know the struggle of a real nigga. So much stress hit a kid. When you're real, they don't feel it. Your baby mom on your ass, cause she all in the feelings. All this hoping and wishing make you think about killing. I swear they don't know the struggle of a real nigga. So much stress hit a kid. When you're real, they don't feel it. Your baby mom on your ass, cause she all in the feelings.